Hello, welcome to KDI Art Gallery, where we have a spotlight on 3 special artists here. And so for our first artist, we actually have Gibbledang over here. Hey Gibbledang, how are you doing?
Doing well. Thank you for taking the time to check this piece out for me, Regis. Yeah. As you can see here, I gesture my hand over to a wall that just displays nothing. I spent a lot of time on this piece. Oh, hey, look, what's over there? And I point past the interviewer to go look away. And then I run to the wall and it just stands still.
Oh, wow. Ooh, beautiful piece.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Person spins their wine in a glass.
That's probably a Banksy.
It's probably a Banksy.
Yeah, probably. Okay, cool, awesome. And then we have our next artist over here. We have GymleaderNate. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your piece?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know me. I'm really big with watercolors. But the thing that challenges me in my art is really, how far can watercolors go? So as you can see, this entire piece is painted with my own piss. Now the piss has been degraded to various levels for tone and for sheen, to create the various effects in order to really draw this self-portrait. Because really, it says what we all believe. Like when we look in the mirror and we just know we're so full of piss.
Now my name is Piss Moneybags, and I would love to buy this piece. No, I'm sorry, this piss.
Piss Moneybags.
Yes, Piss Moneybags.
I didn't even know you would come.
Here, taste it too, but take my piss bucks. Here, let me buy your.
He's our biggest sponsor.
My first piss benefactor.
Yes.
Nice. Ooh.
Clap. Oh wow.
Yeah. All right, so now we'll go to our third and final.
On my way. Bye, everyone. Today. I guess.
Oh, goodbye.
Hey, goodbye.
Thanks for buying
Thanks
some piss.
Thanks for all the piss.
Buy piss, money bucks.
Buy piss money bags or whatever.
Money buck. I thought it was money bucks. I thought.
Okay, piss money bucks.
Yeah.
There we go.
So we have Dala over here, our third artist. How's it going? Hey, how's it going? Yeah, so for my art piece, as you can see, there's actually nothing behind me. And that's intentional, because my art piece is called plagiarism. So if you walk with me over here, and we walk over to GymleaderNate's piece of, where there was piss. Mm-hmm. Oh, never mind, there's no fucking art to steal here. Shit, okay, fuck.
They sold that.
I just pose like Gibbledang did, like,
My fucking...
I'm Banksy.
Get away from me.
Now, see, that's real art.
That's true.
The plagiarists work at Soul, When is the day that we're really going to give plagiarists their time in the spotlight?
Yeah, I unfreeze and I start clapping. I go, "You son of a bitch, you've done it." The tutor has, the learner has become the teacher or whatever it is.
Nice.
The student become the learner.
Well, that's all we have for this really fucking the no dumb idea. It's really just, I'm sorry everyone, I wasted your time. These artists were trash.
Closing now.
Yeah. Yeah, please let the door hit you on the ass on the way out.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
Anywho.
Good night.
Yeah. Goodbye. Ooh, you sold your piss. I love that, Gym Leader.
That's
Good
true.
job. All right.
I did.
You boys want to do a quick podcast while we're here this museum?
I guess we can make a quick podcast stop on the piss store.
Just a little one.
The piss story.
Do you think we can stop by the poop store on the way home too?
Don't take me to the poop store.
Ooh. Mom, turn around.
What did you do? I'm not going to the poop store.
Anyway, guys, welcome to the podcast store. This is no dumb idea.
Oh, nice. A podcast that's about just dumb ideas.
Dumb.
And their applications to dumber things.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I think we'd start off with our week. I don't know, Gibbledang, would you like to christen this episode? Go first about what you've been up to this week.
Christen this episode. I will piss in this episode. Yeah. It was a good week. It was a good week. Apart from work, I got a new hobby, like I've mentioned before. Magic the Gathering has fucking embedded its
Is that new?
fingers into my head. No, but like each and every week I'm
We've
like buying
for like a
more
month.
and more cards. So this week I basically just
gotcha.
spent time like looking up shit and beefing up my deck. Apart from that, some work related events, some parties. Oh no, that was last week actually. Not much has happened this week apart from watching Thanksgiving with you, Dala.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a handful of other people, but most important.
No, those losers don't count.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
honestly,
they ain't got a podcast.
I think we could get into that later before we get into the main premise of this episode.
Sure.
But yeah, really, just Magic the Gathering has taken up my life. It's all I like. It's my new hobby, and so I've just been doing that.
Have you boys gotten any Black Friday? Because I think Magic did a Black Friday sale, right?
I think they are. I think they're doing like a secret lair sale.
Yeah.
And yeah. Otherwise, I think it'd be down to the individual like retailers.
Although by the time you're
Gotcha.
hearing this, that secret lair sale has ended. All of the Doctor Who and MTG, or not MTG, MLP, My Little Pony stuff, Evil Dead.
Nice.
What were the other secret lairs that were around this year? It was like My Little Pony, Evil Dead.
This year, Fallout came out. Or no, actually, I think Fallout just got announced, so I think it either just launched or is about to. Damn, I can't think of what came out this year because all I can think of is what was announced. Because they announced like Tomb Raider stuff too.
Yeah, Tomb Raider, Fallout, Marvel.
Oh, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park Secret Lair just came out.
And there were like two like artist series, like nothing crazy, but they were just like artists cards or whatever.
Doing reimagining.
It's like design
cards.
Gotcha. Like Frida and Da Vinci.
No,
right?
like modern working
yeah,
artists.
like Banksy.
Yeah,
Or
people that aren't
Gibbledang,
dead.
or GymleaderNate.
Or Banksy.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you say Banksy?
No.
It's Banksy, really.
GymleaderNate has his own card.
Yeah.
It's just it's a card made of piss.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, what the hell? This piece of paper's wet and warm.
It's like
It's called Taking One, and it's just like got piss all over it. And then the rules say if you ever get any of the piss on any of your opponent's cards, they have to destroy those.
That's
cards.
the thing, yeah. But it's like
And eat
it's
it.
like it's got a countdown timer on it, but it's like it's like a physical like second timer, and it's like this card has 30 seconds before it dissolves and fucks up the playing field.
Before it pissolves.
Ooh, yeah.
I also
It's a
love the
piss
idea if you
card.
just have.
I cast piss. Does it pissolve?
It's a piss enchantment that you put on the other side of the field, and they have to take it off in a certain amount of time before all their cards are ruined. This is terrible.
Get wet.
This is terrible.
Nice.
I
I was gonna say I also love the idea if that you only have one of these piss cards in your deck, you can tell where it is in your deck, just like the card that's like seeping.
That's true. Yeah, it's gonna
It's
be
like,
in your deck.
I think
Oh fuck!
all the other cards are sleeved except for one soggy unsleeved card.
yeah.
$500,000.
I wonder when he's gonna
this
get
card
his-
would be.
Yeah, I wonder when he's gonna get his magic piss card. Oh, I can see it. It's in his hand right now.
I could probably sell that to Post Malone for a couple mil.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, easily.
You know,
What about you, Dal?
Nice.
Oh,
not much like personal stuff going on in my life right now, I guess. But there's a bunch of comic book news that's cool. But I don't know if you want to get into that a little bit
Ooh.
later.
Yeah, we could circle back. Just give. What about you, GymleaderNate?
Let's
How's your
circle
week been?
back to that. Yeah, mine's fine. Spending a lot of time, also playing Magic. Gibbledang needs someone to play with, obviously.
I need someone to beat me all the time.
Yeah, I've spent. Let me revise that. I've been spending this week.
Where are the 12-year-old
beating
kids?
Julian at Magic the Gathering. Yeah, the 12-year-old kids from the shop
True.
aren't around, so I have free reign over the place, and I'm just whooping butts left and right.
Yeah, it's like it's a domestic. It's like a relationship that's like, oh, I'm taking out all my frustrations on you, and continuously beating me in Magic.
You did this to me.
This is your fault. You deserve
Cheaper than
this.
counseling, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, just just been relaxing and also
Maxing all cool.
Yep, shooting some b-ball outside the school as per usual.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Will Smith,
Nice.
favorite rapper.
I played and beat Until Dawn in one sitting.
Nice.
That was
Oh,
fun.
jeez.
That's
That's awesome. That's a good game, but yeah, that's a long fucking game.
great
In one
game.
sitting.
Some of the corniest dialogue I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
Some of the
if you could-
most hilarious acting I've ever seen.
if you could say maybe just a line of dialogue from that game that comes to the top of your head, what do you think it would be?
It's probably when one of the main characters is sending out a video to everybody about coming to the cabin, and he's like, listen, everybody, I'm really, really happy that you did this for me. I've been having a really hard time. This is very supportive, and I really want to take a moment and thank you. Now let's party like fucking porn stars.
Also, the context is like his sister died the year prior.
Yeah.
Two of his sisters went missing
Two
the year
sisters,
before, and he's like, in memory of my sister's death, let's fuck.
Let's fuck.
Yeah,
That's
God
pretty
damn.
epic.
It's a beautiful game.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I have that game on my wall. It's just so pretty. It's a piece of art. Plagiarism.
A concept by Dala.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah,
I can in my week or
yeah. I was
go
about
on.
to say you go ahead because that's literally all for me.
For sure. Honestly, I was gonna say I think my week's been it's been a lot of socializing with different groups of people, like that. Since coming back from NOLA, everyone's been wanting to hang out. Like I have different friend groups or whatever. I'm popular. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Wow,
No, but
Dala's
you know,
popular.
I was out partying like porn stars all left and right. You know, no
We're
biggie.
gonna have to start making appointments and
I
shit just to
know.
get you. Sheesh.
Yeah, I guess. Shit. We'll just do D&D here, I guess, just to save time.
Ooh.
But no, I mean, as mentioned earlier, we watched Thanksgiving, the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty solid. I would say it's like a B or like an A for me. Like a solid
That's a pretty. I feel like you
slasher
gotta pick.
holiday one.
It's either like a B or an A.
Well, I'm thinking like
Maybe a
Well, it's
C.
not S tier.
At moments it was
well,
a
I know
D.
it's not S tier because
You
if
know.
it was S tier, then then I would definitely have you
I
choose.
would have said
one,
S
yeah.
tier. Nah, I mean I'll say a B plus. I guess I don't know. Like I hesitate to put it as high as A on one viewing. Maybe if I
Okay, but,
rewatch
like,
it.
B plus on like when referencing horror
tier list.
movies or all movies.
Slasher.
Okay, it's when
Like
referencing
slasher
its
horror
genre.
movies. Yeah.
Okay.
All movies probably like a C.
Every
Okay.
movie that ever existed,
And all media D.
maybe like a D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything alive on or like that exists in existence probably like an A again.
I'm just saying because like no judgment. That's a big barrier for me to
Yeah.
get into slasher films. Is that
True.
like, you have to go in ready to watch a lot of literally bad
just-
movies. Like when you like just in
Yeah,
terms of
yeah.
a movie,
And
like a lot of them are pretty
I
bad.
think-
but
oh, sorry.
for the slasher
barometer's
genre, it
weird,
changes
too.
the context of what you're watching.
Exactly.
I think that's why Thanksgiving, for me at least, because I think it would be an A for sure. Well, in terms of slasher movies, I think it would be an A.
Mhm.
Because
It did its job.
it did its job, but also just like you said, knowing that there's all this schlock behind the genre, and knowing that there's going to be like, oh, it's going to be a genre full of like, I mean, obviously excessive violence, but it's going to be like cheesy, practical, over the top, like it dips into being funny
Yeah.
instead of being gruesome. Like, sure, you're still like,
Mhm.
Oh,
you're
totally.
still fucking be like, oh my god, that sucks, but you know, you're laughing at the same time. I definitely think Thanksgiving does that for sure. Very fun, very silly.
I think that's why for me the barometer's different, because I do like the schlocky one sometimes. Like that could also be an S tier if it's schlocky enough, like a good time. But also if it's like a actually good, genuinely good movie, then it's also probably could be an S tier. So it's like a weird for me.
Yeah.
And my one complaint, I mean, spoiler free little quick review, I guess, for Thanksgiving is that I think for me it just moves kind of quick, and I wish there was a little bit more stalking and like tone and mood setting. It feels like a modern ADHD-esque movie where things just kind of got to go quick and like, I don't know. But it's solid. The kills are fun. I like that they actually did a lot of the kills and like references from the original trailer. For an Eli Roth movie, it's like pretty solid. I was expecting worse, to be fair.
Yeah. I definitely agree that, like, especially for a slasher, there should have been more stalking. There should have been more like. I think there was only really like
that'd be Christmas.
2 scenes of tense, like, oh my god, is he in the background? Oh, there he is, you know. But even then, it's only like a minute long. Where I feel like I guess I kind of expected like Halloween, where there's just fucking scenes of Michael Myers in the background. Or there's just scenes of like Michael Myers driving for some reason. You know, to
get groceries,
getting groceries, day-to-day life. And so I was expecting a little more of that. Definitely not as much of like it wasn't as tense or as like creepy, you know what I mean? But it was just in your face,
like not
slasher.
actually scary.
Yeah.
So much. Yeah, not so scary so much. Yeah, solid.
I recommend it.
I'd recommend.
Yeah, I think you could you have nowhere to go but up for a sequel, if that makes sense. At least in my opinion. Like and it seems like Eli Roth wants to do sequels, so that's pretty
Chris missing.
Yeah, Thanksgiving, but it's a Christmas movie.
There you
Thanksgiving
Pull
too.
a thing from
Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah.
I will say
I'm
another
surprised.
amazing moment in Dying Light is when you're playing as Matt the character. At one point you like look through these binoculars and you see your girlfriend hugging her ex. You're like, how dare she hug her ex? And he gets all mad about it. And then later on in the game, there's a moment where like she's like dangling like for her life, and you need to like help her up. And it gives you the option to be like, but what about what happened with your ex? And to bring it up right then.
Isn't that like I forget? It's like the Asian actress, right?
Yes.
I think is the Emily. I think is the character.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Who plays her, but. It's someone.
Brenda Songs.
Such a good one. No, she's in Quarry. I was thinking it was Brenda Song for a minute.
Damn
like,
that's
Quarry.
Right, that's right.
But it's the other. It's someone else.
The whole time I was thinking of the Quarry.
Oh yeah, no. This is. I mean, it plays very similarly. It's just like this is always the Rami Malek and Hayden Panettiere one, not the Brenda Song one.
Yeah. Well, each one has like one big actor. Like I think Iceman from X-Men is in like one of the anthology, and like the Joker from Gotham I think is in one or something.
Oh yeah, Cameron.
I think he is.
He is. Yeah. Those games are cool. Those ones are
I
fun.
forget which one, but
Cameron
Skywalker.
Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
Other than Thanksgiving, my weeks, I've been reading a little bit more, like regular books, typical books, titular books, whatever. I actually do have a quick hypothetical question for y'all.
Whoa.
So, bear with me.
Okay.
If you got one chance.
Boo.
Nice. I meant the BARE, like get naked with me. Come on. Obviously, I'm naked. Come on, get naked with me. No, but
I am too. I'm a bear.
With clothes. No. If you could go back in time and show one movie that's already been made to any time period for whatever reason you want, and you could do it in whatever optimal setting you want. So like if you want it to be to one person, you have like a laptop that's like can show them or whatever, or TV screen that works. If you want to show them in black and white, like in medieval times or whatever, you know, kind of however you want. It's what movie would you go and where would you go? So for me, I'll go first as an example. There was two I thought of. The first one was I would go to like the beginning of colonialism and just kind of show them Escape from New York and be like, see, this is going to be the future. This is what's going to happen when you guys build this town. Like, just to kind of see what that could fucking do.
This is its own mini surprise premise episode on its own. What the fuck?
Okay.
Well, and then the other idea I had too, which I actually like a little bit more, I thought of after, was just kind of show one of the early Nick Cage movies to like the beginning of cinema and be like, this is what acting needs to be. So then we get like the future where everyone's acting like vampires kiss. So you get like fucking Star Wars where they're like, oh my god,
that's so funny because
I'm your father.
That's so funny because like Nicolas Cage bases a lot of his acting on like early German expressionist like film
expressionism,
and so it's just gonna be the fucking Ouroboros, so like John Connor kind of like he oh my god, Nicolas Cage is gonna be what inspires acting.
Yeah,
the ultimate actor.
See? But it'll be like extremer is the way I would like it.
Okay, chill.
Like over the top. Like it just kind of like amplifies.
You want to make an infinite cage loop.
Yeah.
In order to just amplify the cage.
Whoa. Yeah.
So we're the point where acting's just screaming and just throwing shit.
I do love that when he was doing his voice for Into the Spider-Verse, they literally stopped and were like, "Can you give us more Nicolas Cage?" And he's like, he literally, they have it like on film in the behind the scenes where he's doing an interview, and he goes. So I turned to him and I said, "Oh, you want the full cage?"
You want me to open the cages per se?
So you want me to open up the cage?
And then it immediately cuts to his take of him being like, "Wherever I go, the wind follows, and the wind smells like rain."
Nice.
So good.
Oh man.
But yeah, what about y'all? If you can think of any movie you would show to any past generation at any time period,
it'd be. Okay. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, immediately first thought, it's like the time travel kill Hitler idea. Only instead, you go show young Hitler in Glorious Bastards.
This is gonna happen to you.
This will happen to you.
This is a play-by-play documentary. This all happened in real time. Here you go. Check it out.
Oh, nice. Do it like right when he gets the mustache, so it's like this is what
You're
the
careful.
correlation.
You're on your way.
Yep. That's awesome. But you, Gib, do you gotta?
I want to go to like the 1940s or 50s and like show them like either the live action TMNT movies or like the live action Transformers movies, and just watch everybody freak out and like maybe declare like a public state of emergency. They're like, we watched a film where robots and aliens are fucking. You know what I mean? Either that or like
yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ooh, instead of the War of the Worlds broadcast, go back to that day and instead broadcast the movie War of the Worlds.
Ooh, yeah.
With Tom Cruise.
Nice. The superior version, obviously.
You fuck up, you accidentally take Scary Movie 4 instead on accident. Like, oh, god damn it.
I would take The Day After Tomorrow and take it back to like
The Day After Tomorrow.
Take it to like the 90s and just be like, this is the future. This is from the future.
When Al Gore is running for president, show everybody
him
the day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not just Al Gore,
not
like
just
show it on TV and have him like stand in front of it and then like pause it and like give a little like blurb about like exactly how the climate changing has caused this, and then go back to
in the year 2024 a brave scientist named Jake Gyllenhaal will sacrifice himself to save the world. Time travelers from the future have sent me this data.
The other one I can think of that I actually would be kind of curious is just to go to George Lucas, like when he's, maybe he's like 2 Star Wars movies in,
beat the shit out of him,
show him like the episode 1.
No.
Well, I'm showing him episode 1 and see what he thinks,
Well,
and then turns out that's how he gets the idea.
He'd think it was beautiful because all episode 1 was George Lucas doing whatever he wanted because nobody could tell him no.
Wrong. You would have to show him episode 8 or 9, and he'd be like, "Oh, 9. I'm not."
Show him episode 9.
Yeah. He would be like, "I'm not selling Disney. I'm not selling Disney anything."
Yes.
Like, oh gosh. Go. And then I would kiss his little like throat lump, and then be like,
his
goodbye.
gullet?
And
actually,
disappear.
just show him the seat, the like bike, the moped biker gang episode from Book of Boba Fett, and then just be like, if you sell to Disney, this is what your property becomes. Just so
well,
you
he
know.
might
This
like
happens
that
in real
because
life,
he is a
yes.
fan of like cars and like I don't know if he's like a fan of like maybe he would like Vespas and shit like that and think that like Euro transportation is cool. Who knows? No, you don't think so?
He likes
what the fuck happened to Star Wars?
He likes American muscle car and junk car style like car modding.
That's true.
Like,
yeah.
that's
he's very greasy and dirty.
That's
all of Star Wars.
That's all of Star Wars.
Watch I time travel. I show him that, and then he turns it like I time travel back, and then I watch that episode. It's the same, but they just have junk like muscle cars from the 50s instead.
You know what? I'd take that. I would take that.
You take that? All right.
I don't know what the fuck episode this is.
Over the Vespas? Over the Vespas?
Yeah.
The hover Vespas?
Yeah, because they're just straight up. Okay, only now you can Google. Just a heads up. Only right now, you guys have free reign to Google whatever you want. But once it gets to my section,
I was Googling that whole episode, baby. I was Googling that whole time.
You were even Googling the shit you knew.
Yep, just to double check.
Especially. Yeah. Hey, you never know. Facts change, right?
Mm-hmm,
hey, being autistic, man.
Surprisingly fast.
Being autistic, I Google shit I know all the time.
Just to make sure this is something that's true or not something that someone just told me once.
Yeah. Also, just to look at the cool trains or the magic card that looks really cool.
Okay, yeah, well, that's different. That's like my free time.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, no, this is great. I'm curious, listeners, if you got any kooky, like combos of what movie, what time period. Let us know. Send a comment or email us in because I want to hear some more.
What led to that?
Also, these Vespas. Jesus
Christ!
What
led to this conversation? Because you were in the middle of explaining something, and then you were like, "Oh, also, by the way, I have an idea."
Hypothetical.
Ooh.
Oh no, I've always had this idea. I just was like trying to find a spot. I just remembered it like the other day and was like, perfect. Let's find a spot and put it in here.
Take the mummy and show it to the guys who are about to go dig up the tomb of King Tut.
I thought you meant the Mexican mummy that they found the other day.
Oh no!
Wait,
just be like, look what you're looking for.
We're talking about movies.
Like, show.
Come on, Dala.
Yeah.
Come on, Dala.
No. But I'm saying I thought you meant to show those people,
the guys
like,
who dug up the Mexican quote unquote mummy or alien mummy that is now being analyzed.
You're talking about El Mummy right now.
Yes. Anyway, Gibbledang, we're circling back. What was the news that you wanted to share?
This is a very hectic episode, I will say.
Sorry.
This is hectic.
Oh, I love it. I'm in charge. That's why.
Oh, God, it's so funny because I feel like when it came to comic book movies and stuff, when I was like super, super into it, definitely at the heyday, like the height of the MCU, maybe like 2014, 2015, I'd give a shit about like, oh, this person was cast as this hero, or like, oh my god, who's this? Like, this person is this hero. And now, like, that kind of leads me back to Superman Legacy. It's getting a bunch of cast members, bunch of everything. And the only person I know from that cast is Nicholas Hoult, a.k.a. Beast, a.k.a. Warm Bodies Zombie, a.k.a. Renfield. He's going to be Lex Luthor. And so, yeah.
Okay.
Nicholas Hoult.
This sounds like a Zuckerberg situation.
I was say it's better than that, though, in my opinion.
He's a great actor. He's a great actor. It's one of those things where, like, he might not look the part, but it's definitely different than Jesse Eisenberg, where it's like, yo, that guy is just like, why did you get him?
or Eisenberg.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sorry, just random thought. I kind of want to see that Jesse Eisenberg, Luther meet up with Morbius. I don't know why. I feel like that'd be a good combo.
I mean, it's the same. Well, not like it's the same level of casting, but I get you. I get why you would want that because they're both.
Meanwhile, in my
heinous.
brain, like I feel like he like literally. I feel like there's like a bunch of other roles in the DC universe that he would have suited, like, really well.
So he lost Batman to Robert Pattinson, which I mean, I don't. That's fine. That's fine.
I wasn't thinking Batman. That would have been weird.
He lost this Superman. He lost
That's what I was thinking.
He lost Superman in this movie to the actor, I think it's David Cornsweet. But now he's gonna be Lex Luthor. Which, thinking about it now, a very similar thing happened with Batman Begins, where Cillian Murphy auditioned to be Batman, but he ended up getting cast as Scarecrow, the villain.
Well, same thing with Loki and Thor.
Same thing with Loki and Thor.
Yeah, true.
So, it's just another instance where they're like, fuck, you're great, but we're going to make you the villain. I think...
It's probably just a thing where it's like the other guy looks way better or just did a better audition or something. I don't know.
I do think that, like, he is a great actor. He does have that, like, intellectual quality to him. But I don't think he looks like Lex too much. Which is like, whatever, they could change. Like, I don't care about that too much.
Does David Cornsweet not have a IMDb page?
I think he's more of like a TV show actor. But that's the thing, like...
It would still have it.
I feel like I'm phasing out of all of these movies and stuff because all of these new actors are getting cast, and I'm just like, I don't know who this new era...
Like, who the hell
this new era of, like, actors and shit like that to, like... that are coming in, like it's strange.
Yeah, he straight up looks like Smallville.
He looks like he looks like small Henry Cavill.
That too, like he looks like a kid of the two. Which, I don't know. It's funny. There's no IMDb or Wikipedia or anything. Like, he has a LinkedIn.
Yeah,
you can follow him there.
That's so odd. He doesn't have that.
But hey, you know what? Yeah. James Gunn. I love James Gunn as a filmmaker, creative, whatever. I got faith in him. He's. I think he knows what he's doing with his cast and the kind of movie he's making.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I still am...
I think it'll be solid.
I still, especially after watching Guardians 3, which that even still had, like, the Disney, like, mandate over it, and Disney looming over it. I'm still really excited for Superman, because he has, like, full control. He can make it as heartwarming and gut-wrenching and fucking saddening as he can, and, I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, and on good news too, it sounds like the Coyote versus Acme isn't gonna be shelved.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you heard about that.
The what?
And my fear with that, was it Warner Brothers?
Before we, so Coyote versus Acme. It was a film written by James Gunn, directed by someone.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get at.
Directed by someone named Dave Green. I don't know who. Not David Gordon Green. Very close.
Gordon?
Yeah.
I was going to say, is his middle name Gordon?
But,
no, he didn't get 3 movies, so it's not him.
So, it was going to be a live-action animated hybrid film about Wile E. Coyote suing Acme because all of the products that he bought from Acme in order to kill the Roadrunner kept failing and kept killing him, or like kept like blowing up in his face, and so it would have been Wile E. Coyote trying to win this court case, and
like a a
procedural,
movie, right?
yeah, and
yeah, there you go.
Wow,
it would have starred John Cena, who, funny enough, was working with James Gunn on the Peacemaker show around this time, and I'm sure that's why he was a part of this movie.
The part.
But then fucking, just like the Batgirl movie, WB executives canceled this movie and wrote it off as a tax write-off. but it caused so much backlash and so much like just bad press that directors were like, "Oh, I'm canceling all my meetings with WB. Fuck that. If I'm gonna spend a year on something and then they just end up canceling it to." And
I feel like a lot of people were worried about James Gunn DC stuff too, because it's like if James Gunn's written Looney Tunes got canceled, they were like, "What about DC?"
Well, that was different because he wrote that movie, but him being in charge, he straight up said like, "Yeah, that shit's not happening here. Like all of the movies are fine. It's nothing's."
I don't know. Yeah,
because
I mean, like
the
it's
been
been turned around
stuff wasn't under,
so it's not a.
What happened?
No, I was just saying, like, I mean, he could say what he wants to say. Shit can be different from what they say, the producers. But since there's the turnaround with the Coyote versus Acme, it's like, all right, cool. Hopefully the fucking all courses are corrected, kind of thing.
And now there was a congressman who's like, I don't know how much pull he has, but he's like, hey, we should start looking into WB and these executives because this is the equivalent of burning down a building to get the tax write-off, or like burning down a business to get the money. You know what I mean? Like
it's tax fraud.
Yeah, tax
basically.
Fraud. So
yeah,
very interesting.
Yeah, so it's
very interesting shit.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we'll get the canceled Batgirl movie, although that won't fit into any universe. But who cares?
I'd be curious to see it. Doesn't like Brendan Fraser, I think, is
yeah.
What?
Yes, exactly.
As Batgirl, dude.
Batgirl. He's Batman.
He's Batgirl.
No, he plays a villain called Firefly, but still, they.
Wait.
More questions.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, he played a villain called Firefly. Who even is that? I don't think I've ever heard of him.
He's based off of the.
He's literally like a pyromaniac.
Or the movie.
The show? Oh, I was like, what? Yeah, it's a show. Yeah.
It is a show.
His last name's Serenity. Yeah. No, I thought you were talking about the DC show, like the Batman show. That's what was throwing me off. My bad.
Yeah, he's
I was like, what?
Oh my god, he actually has a flamethrower.
Yeah, he's a pyromaniac.
Like jetpack guy.
He looks like his
guy in a suit.
His suit makes him look like a firefly, and so they call him Firefly, and
It makes him look like Nathan Fillion, so they call him Firefly.
But that's the thing. They would have had Brendan Fraser literally, by the time that movie would have came out, they would have had him at his peak. And there probably wasn't going to be a way that movie would have failed. Because fucking at that point, everyone was like, Brendan Fraser, we love you. Or it would have been fine. It wouldn't have been like a great success or anything, but, people would have watched it.
Yeah. No, totally.
Damn. Yeah, that would have been sick. I mean, they could still. Anything with Brendan Fraser, if you did it right now, I think he's still pretty popular.
Oh, yeah.
After that whole everything with the whale. So.
Oh yeah.
The Jira. Oh wait, no, the goat. No, the Jira. In Japan, it would be called the Jira, which is Japanese for the whale. Which Dala, do you want?
So I guess another thing that with my week to go back to circle back again is that I'm getting pretty stoked for the new Godzilla -1 movie. I know Gibbledang, you're a pretty big fan. Nate, you're kind of.
I'm a small fan, but a fan. Small. I like Godzilla and I like kaiju. I just
gotcha.
I never have actually taken the time to like thoroughly learn the universe. You know what I mean?
So
your autism doesn't span on Godzilla yet.
It doesn't. I'm more of a pocket-sized monsters kind of guy myself. So.
On a piece of paper that you can play in a deck.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I'm curious. Go on.
No, you're good.
I'm curious. What if you know what Godzilla or kaiju movies have you seen?
Oh yeah.
God, I don't even know what they're technically called. I saw the Bryan Cranston one.
Okay.
It's
called Bryan Cranston Zilla.
I saw the one with that one special Godzilla, the one that's disgusting.
Oh, Shin Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was thinking Zilla from like 1998, like the American OG one. When you said special, I was like, oh, that one.
I saw the Godzilla vs King Kong.
Okay. The new one, I presume.
The new one.
That one was fun.
Definitely 100% the new one. Yeah, I think that's I think that's really it.
You've seen
All
3?
right, perfect. So we have...
I'm not one to be able to watch old media. It's really hard for me to watch old media, and so kaiju movies are really in there with things that's just like, I can't watch it.
Especially with Godzilla movies, they can be a slog to get through when it comes to, like, human interaction shit, so trust me. Like, it's one of those things where, like, you almost had to have the nostalgia of childhood and, like, watching them through childhood to be like, okay, let me get back into them. Yeah, because otherwise you'd be like, I'm not wasting my fucking time with this.
Well, because
it's just so slow.
The barrier of entry is like high because they're usually in Japanese, so it's like the human stuff you can't just zone out because then you're like, what the fuck is going on? Or if it's dubbed, it's crap dub usually, unless you like that stuff. I think our friend Lag9K actually remember telling us. I think it was him that he's like, I got into Godzilla because his grandma got him like a VHS that just had all the fights. Yeah. Which is like the best parts. Yeah. Just nice. And so he's like, oh, there's more to these movies than just these fights. Like this rest of the shit kind of sucks, but like the movies still go hard. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if like watching Godzilla movies in my childhood is what gave me a fear of the ocean. You know? So many
because that's where all the monsters come from.
So many scenes of like desolate boats.
Or space.
We gotta go to and space. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And giant monsters. Oh my god.
But so I got a couple of games, and I think Gibbledang, you actually have one to help close this out too.
I do. I do.
So GymleaderNate, you have the PDF that I emailed?
Yeah? I do. I have it right here.
Okay. So the two games I do want to add are actually cooperative to an extent. So this is the very first cooperative game ever, probably.
Before we do that, should we like talk about? Should we do like a formal? I mean, I know people know what Godzilla is, but you know, should we do anything? Talk about Godzilla for a bit before like we get into the game, or like should we just go from like? I mean, I know we should assume everyone knows what Godzilla.
I would say like a surface level. I was gonna say if you want to do like a quick like 3-minute like surface level talk, don't go too much into other things because I don't want to spoil stuff for the game.
Yeah, of course.
Or give information that, So, Gib, actually, do you mind giving a quick, like, rundown of, just in case people don't know what Goji is or
I was
Godzilla?
About to be like, maybe I should do this.
I got this. Don't even worry. Take a little break.
Gib, you're like, no, I can't. And then Nate's like, all right,
in fact, this might give better context to the series, like, to Nate, if anything. So...
Fair.
Godzilla came, like the original movie came out in 1954, and it was very much like the Japanese response / like processing of World War II and like the bombing of Japan, and basically Godzilla was meant to represent that bomb and the tragedy of World War II. And you know, it was a beautiful movie, very harrowing, very very tragic. But ultimately, it did spawn a franchise as as great and fantastic as it and sad as it was. You know, they keep making money. And so we got eras of sequels after that, like sequel after sequel. Damn near 2 years after, we got a Godzilla movie every like 2-3 years. And in the early...
Primarily Japanese. What? And then there's American... I was going to just say, like, there's primarily Japanese movies for, like, you were saying, like, every few years.
So they...
Like, initially it was always a Japanese
So they... series. Yeah, they go by era, usually by who's, like, leading the country at the time. I don't know the eras in order. But
Showa is first.
Showa is first. I don't know. I forgot. I think Showa lasted from like 1954 to 1978 or 19 like. I think 1978.
It's like 80s.
Yeah.
Or so late 70s, early 80s.
So the way that like most Godzilla canons work is that Gojira is the first and canon film. No matter what, that happened.
That happened.
That happened. World War II, that happened.
Godzilla is such a dumb idiot. He's standing right behind me, isn't he?
No, he's in front of you, dude. You're talking to him.
So I just look up and I'm like, oh, I see.
Okay, cool.
This is his
Thanks.
toe.
Oh shit.
And so, you know, like the first 20 years were the Showa era, which were, you know, the 50s to the late 70s, where it was very, you know, cheesy, not comical, but, you know, it was
Kid friendly.
A
They
lot more
became kid friendly, like in the 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the 80s, it was the Heisei era. And at that point, that's when the Cold War had started to happen. The Vietnam War had already happened. And, you know, that's when they changed the direction again. They're like, okay, let's restart. Let's reboot the franchise. Number 1 is canon. But let's start number 2 at a different place. Let's say number 1 started in the 50s, but number 2 takes place in the 80s with a different Godzilla who's similar, but, you know, the first one died, but this is another one of its species. And then we follow that story for the next 10 years. And then we hit the Millennium Era, which I think once we hit the 90s, like the mid-90s, late 90s, Godzilla stories start becoming more one-off. There might be, like, you know, some of them might canonize the first movie. Some might start off standalone. And that standalone one might have a sequel. And then after that, it might not have anything after, you know, at all. So that kept happening, you know, back and forth, until the Americans got the franchise rights, and then it goes back to Japan, and, you know, now every other year, you know,
it became awesome.
Basically, every other
Michael Bay, that shit.
every other couple of years, Japan and then America take turns making Godzilla films, and now I think they both got it right, especially after the failure of what was Godzilla 2000 or 1999, the first American Godzilla. After that, they definitely figured out what to do. Yeah. And that brings us here now. We got 2 different Godzillas going.
Big.
And at this point, I don't think the 1954 one is canon anymore. It hasn't really been canon since 2003. Every Godzilla story after that has been, they might take influence,
like a reboot,
but it's all been reboots.
Because there's like the American one, Shin Godzilla, which is its own thing, which was actually cool because that one's a response to the tsunamis around that time.
Another Japanese tragedy.
Political, and how political policies and foreign affairs kind of impeded like response and kind of made the situation worse. So it's like it's probably rewatched it the other day. Me and Gib actually, funny enough. Yeah, and it's just like it's so good. It's directed and I think maybe written by the guy that did Evangelion, the anime.
Oh yeah,
really?
Oh,
yeah, he did all the Shin, like Shin Ultraman, Shin Godzilla, Shin Kamen Rider. I think Ultraman he didn't direct, but the other 2 he wrote that one, and the other 2 he directed and wrote. It's great. Highly recommend.
Cool. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, all that. Yeah, I was gonna say I do. So I have 2 games that I wanted to. And I think Gibbledang, you have a game also to wrap things up for Godzilla month. This whole month is gonna be Godzilla themed. Just so you know, I'm calling it. No. No, but So GymleaderNate, I sent you a PDF.
Yes, you
for our
did.
first game.
Yep.
So if you could pull it up.
Got it right here.
On it, there are 12 Godzilla villains or characters, like kaijus.
Mm-hmm.
Each one's from a Godzilla movie. They may not have debuted in a Godzilla movie, but they're for sure. I think they might have. They might not have, but they're for sure in a Godzilla movie. So I think what we'll do, because GymleaderNate, since you're like kind of newer to the kaiju, I thought it'd be a fun little introduction.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go one at a time, me and you. You know, Gibbledang, feel free to comment when you want, but you do not have access to this PDF.
I know.
So me and GymleaderNate, we're gonna.
I've realized.
You feeling sad? You've been left out. But GymleaderNate, we're gonna go one at a time through. There's 12 total. I want you to kind of describe the vibe you're getting. Don't describe anything you see.
Yeah.
Like if you see, like for example, if you see Mothra, don't be like, well, this is a moth style one. You could be like, this one looks like they go grocery shopping at Trader Joe's or like whatever. Mm-hmm. And then I want you to come up with a name. And then once we go through, like make up your own name for what you think they should be called or what they are called. If you do know what the kaiju is, just make up a new name. I mean, let me know too. I'm kind of curious if you know any.
Okay.
And then afterwards, after you've named all 12, we'll cut back to Gibbledang, and you will have to try to guess which kaiju is
Jesus
which.
Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, there's no fucking way.
Maybe we should do the guesses like right after I'm done doing all of my descriptions.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Because I feel like if we do all the descriptions,
fair.
We go through all 12 and we get to the last one. It's like I feel like
I'm not gonna know what the fuck
what we said about the first one.
I was gonna write about them, and then if you want, we could try.
We'll do. I think Nate's I think GymleaderNate's suggestion is what we should do.
Yeah. It's so different.
No, as I say. So yeah, what we'll do is as you name them and give the vibe, then Gibbledang will guess. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess are both any questions from Gibble? And like I said, this is more of like a cooperative one. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll go to the first one. So remember, describe kind of the vibe that you're getting, and then give me a name or like a name that you think of what it should be.
Okay, so it's giving like
it's giving
like a very rich 60-year-old man who goes to Vegas a lot. In that it's slow and horny.
Is this King Caesar?
And it's gonna be, definitely gross, definitely something that like kids on the playground would shriek at.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I'm getting it.
Lots of little pointies. It's a little pointy.
Oh, wait a minute.
Pointy fella.
It's a little pointy.
It's a pointy fella.
Oh my god!
And
what would you name this character?
I would probably name him Sharp Greg.
Oh, okay. Sharp
Greg.
Greg. So we got Sharp Greg. What would? I don't think it's Guy Gun. Maybe I don't.
Actually, I might revise that to Horny Greg.
To Horny Greg.
Oh,
is it Megalon?
It is not.
Okay.
Would you like a hint?
Yeah.
What I'll do is I'll give you a hint after the initial guess. This, which you said Megalon, so I'll give you the hint that this one is a Heisei character.
Oh.
And they have forms.
Orga. Is this Orga?
That's Millennium.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Heisei.
I have my hint too.
What's your hint?
My hint is he looks like he could use the Pokemon move Mega Horn.
Is it?
He's very Pokemon-esque.
Okay. He is very Pokemon-esque.
Okay.
Maybe one more guess.
Batra?
And then I can give you the... Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah. Perfect. It's a Larva Batra to be specific, but I'll give you points whenever you get it. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Right, ready for number 2?
So Batra is Mothra's evil or Mothra's antithesis. I wouldn't say evil.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say evil because in the movie
ex-boyfriend.
In the movie he's introduced in, he actually sacrifices himself to do some good shit. So yeah.
Misunderstood.
It's like the yin to the yang or something.
Yeah. Necessary evil shit.
Yeah.
Batra.
Yeah. Awesome. Good job.
Nice.
All right. Number 2. Do you have number 2 up, GymleaderNate? Would you like to begin?
All right. So number 2, I mean, I already know exactly what I would name this guy.
Ooh, name first, okay.
This is Slick Willy.
Oh.
Slick Willy,
my favorite movie, Godzilla vs. Slick Willy.
He has a little bit of an STD problem.
Oh.
It looks like
It's so true.
Looks like he's contracted something.
Oh, what? What the fuck? What do you mean that's so true? What the fuck are you
But he's
describing?
definitely Slick. He's still Slick Willy for sure. So yeah.
God damn. Sorry. That when you said that, I had the same thought. Like when I was putting the PDF together.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that's so good.
Dude, what?
Yeah. So
I need. You didn't give me as much as you did with the first one. You just said he looks like he's slick. He's Willy. He has STDs. That's it.
Yeah, like he most likely has contracted warts of some kind.
Oh my god.
And it's he probably got it from a mermaid.
Oh yeah, definitely from a
any
mermaid.
other hints?
I would agree. Some fish.
Was that your hint, GymleaderNate?
Yeah, it's definitely along the lines of my hint. I would say, if I were to give him a superhero that he represents him, I would choose Barnacle Boy.
You're really leaning on the barnacles. I think that part's going to be the hard part.
I don't know.
Do you want to?
Well, like,
hint,
or maybe, I also think like Slick Willy works, but like maybe Slick Nessie as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Looking at him for sure gets the STD component. I think the problem is this character is a little more obscure, not completely obscure, but it's not one that comes to mind. That's I guess a hint for you, Gib.
And what era is it from?
Showa.
Showa.
And Showa. Towards the end too. I'll give you that hint. It's towards the end of the Showa era.
Towards the end of the Showa era, someone who looks like they have STDs, someone who looks like Nessie. So
they almost look like a walking STD themselves.
Is it?
Yeah, I would for sure never sleep with this kaiju.
Is it Titanosaurus?
Yeah, you did.
No fucking way! It's Titanosaurus.
Yeah,
Slick
he's got
Willy.
like these black little bumps all over him. It looks like
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Titanosaurus showed in the Showa era, like
he's fucking ribbed for your pleasure.
He only has one appearance.
Oh yeah. I think it's like with Mecha Godzilla, or it's like one of the Mecha Godzilla ones. Cool. All right, ready for round 3?
Yeah.
All right, Mr. GymleaderNate, what you seeing? What's your name for this character?
So this guy, he's definitely giving, like almost the antithesis to Godzilla. He's giving like, hunter. He's giving space, and I would probably name him like. Excuse me. Actually, that's what I'd name him. I would name him.
Nice.
Let's call this. I don't even know. What do we call it? Dum Dum.
When you said hunter, what do you mean by it's giving hunter, it's giving space? What do you mean by that? Space is in like...
well, it definitely looks like it's from space. Looks more, he's future-y, He's not biological, like, from the water in that sense. He's definitely
it's not
future-y.
like nature-based.
Yeah, he's definitely more machine. And, he looks like he's... Everything's funny to him,
Okay.
Dala?
So, yeah. Good old Mecha Dum Dum over here.
Don't say mecha, because don't try to... It sounds like you're trying to give me...
No, we said machine, so mechanical.
Well, that's the thing.
That's fine. I'll allow that.
Okay. Only because there are actual Mecha Godzilla and Mecha King Ghidorah.
Oh, true.
I'm like, don't.
But this is my.
Don't
King
try
Kong.
to fish
This
me
is
the
my
answer.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not mecha in terms of the way they name stuff. This is mecha in terms of the way I name stuff.
Okay. Dala, what do you got?
Yes.
Any hints?
You want a hint? I will also say this is a Showa era character, initially from Showa era. It's got a few appearances, not too many. Like probably 2 appearances for movies or shows at least.
He looks like he's a straight shooter.
Straight shooter.
Oh
You know what I mean? Like,
totally.
very direct.
Yeah.
Oh, is this Jet Jaguar?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Is the titular Jet Jaguar.
Fight.
That's this guy's actual name is Jet Jaguar?
Yep. He's like a Power Rangers-esque, like, or probably proto, because he's actually first, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He's made by humans, I think, to fight, right? Or no, is he made by aliens and then the humans commandeer him? I forget.
I think he's made by humans. He's made by 2, like, human scientists.
Made by humans. Gotcha.
Weird.
All right, you ready for, oh, wait, oh, yeah. Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're on number 4.
Okay. So...
What you got?
This guy, you know... I think I would... He definitely seems like he is just a great time. He is bursting with just fun and flavor. It seems like everywhere all over him there's something going on, you know, like...
Yeah, there's a lot going on, for sure.
Literally, he's got, like from the toes to the tail to everything, like, from everything he is just, like, mean. Like, he is here to fuck shit up and to look good doing it. If I were to give him a name, I would probably call him Draculax.
Okay.
Ooh, I actually like that a lot. That's very fitting, Draculax.
And if this was a Pokemon, what kind of move would it use?
Oh man, if this were a Pokemon, honestly, it looks like its signature move would be Explosion.
Oh my god,
That's pretty good, actually.
But I would say maybe like like Thrash, like outrage would be its big move.
Dala, any hint?
He looks like he is like, I was just to go off GymleaderNate. It's like he looks like, he's like, I would explode because I just got too much shit on me.
Literally, it looks like he is like everything is like growing out of him, and he's just developed all this shit because he's full of energy. Like that's what it looks like.
Oh yeah, he would for sure be like the icon or like mascot of like a metal band, like a '90s like thrash metal band.
This would go well on the side of a van.
Oh fuck yeah! Would you like a hint?
Give me a hint. Give me a hint.
A little hint is it's a Heisei kaiju.
Heisei is
it's the 80s to 80s to 90s. So they made their first appearance in Heisei. Whenever I refer, that's what I mean when I say Heisei, Showa, or so forth. I think you could get this one, I think. Think of what's the most metalist looking fucking kaiju in Heisei era, particularly. Like lead singer of like a metal band, maybe even. Mm-hmm. If he can even hold the microphone.
This guy definitely seems like he could use like Dual Chop from Pokemon.
Do you want another hint?
Give me one more hint. Give me one more hint.
I'm trying to think of one. I'm trying to think of one that's not like very fucking obvious. He's got like I think when he first shows up, he's like a small human-sized form.
That's what I thought. Is it Destroya?
Yeah, I was like,
no, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I didn't know about Dual Chop, but once you said metal side of a van, I'm like, oh yeah. Like or van, maybe if he could hold whatever, I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's Destroya.
I was just referencing the fact that I'm pretty sure the Axew line is like modeled after his head.
See,
so, like.
That's the thing. Looking at so many kaiju like this, it's like, oh yeah, Pokemon are all kaiju.
They're all kaiju, yeah. But they're pocket kaiju.
That's why you like them small.
Mm-hmm.
You like anything you could put in your pocket or in a deck.
Like keys.
But that's also why I gave him the name Draculax, because
he's got the two.
He looks like he's got an axe head.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Draculax.
Desastroya. Yeah, my hint was originally going to be like,
Destroya.
oh, his name is the funnest name to say.
Biolante.
true.
I would have said Biolante.
I was
Desolante.
thinking about saying, let me change my name real quick to Duraculax.
Yeah.
Duraculax.
With an OH at the end.
Duraculax.
Nice.
Kulaxu.
GymleaderNate, out of the ones we've showed so far, are there any that you knew prior to today?
I knew Destoroyah.
Yeah.
I knew
did,
Destoroyah,
okay.
and I knew Batra as well.
Gotcha.
Admittedly, I knew both of those though because of Magic the Gathering, because they did the
Yeah.
Kaiju Secret Lair a while
Cards.
ago.
Gotcha.
And so I learned a lot of what these look like and like what their names are because of seeing them on cards.
So
Nice. The back door to be fan.
Destroya is often seen as like Godzilla's Doomsday. Godzilla's like final boss.
Like to Superman.
Yeah, like sure he may have King Ghidorah and that's like his arch nemesis, but like when Godzilla needs
That's
to go
Lex
on a
Luthor.
journey and like fucking like lose his shit, it's Destroya.
That's cool.
Out of your knowledge, has he appeared in anything outside of the first movie that he's in?
No,
Do you know?
but so much
Like no movies, but shows.
so much of his character like influences everything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair. Yeah. I mean, shit. You could say he's probably Doomsday is probably the him because he came first, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Doomsday and Bane are like the Destroya of Batman and Superman.
Oh, the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, number 5.
All right.
This will be a fun one, I think.
Yeah. Definitely giving me Pokemon. It's giving me,
Sure.
it's giving me, oh man. So this guy looks agile. He looks like he is zipping around. He is like jumping at things. He is like going everywhere, and he is leaving everything like, I would say like cut up. Most likely everything's going to get diced up by him while he's jumping around. And it looks like he can see very well. Looks like he...
one can hope.
One would hope that he would be
Yeah.
able to have very good vision.
He has 2 eyes. He has 2 arms.
What Pokemon move would he be able to use?
Oh, Fury Cutter. He'd be a big Fury Cutter guy.
Is this Gygon?
No.
Okay.
And then
Would you like a hint?
my name for him would be
Oh yeah.
Zeep.
Okay. So this is.
Well, that's a good one. That's good.
Oh, what's your name or what's your hint, Dala?
My name's Dala.
No, it's not. We.
Nah.
Oh, we're using our fake names.
Yeah, our government. I changed my name. No, but my hint is that Godzilla can really stomp on this one. I think
Kamakuras?
Yeah, you got it. You even got the fucking right name. I was gonna expect like Mantis. I would accept that too. Yeah, it's literally just a giant mantis.
Giant mantis. Yep.
What are we on? 6. Okay.
6.
Anyways, all right, Gym Leader, how you feeling?
Yeah. I feel like this guy. He's weird. He is strong, but he is weird.
Hey, like I said,
he looks like
autistic. It's not weird. It's autistic.
No. This guy, he's fucking weird.
He's weird. He knows too much about
autistic
Godzilla.
is a cool weird. This is
He has no special interests.
This creature looks like its favorite color would be yellow. Oh, clearly King Caesar. Ding. He's right for some reason.
Yeah.
No, see, this guy looks like he almost could be like in a cartoon where he's like bumbling because like from what I look like, he doesn't look like he could like walk very well, like do anything with his hands very well. He looks like he's just like doing coke and looking crazy, like. And he is just,
if he can't do coke, I don't even know if he can do coke, to be fair.
Probably not. He is an absolute abomination of a thing that he looks undone. You know, he's the fetus kaiju.
I could see that.
Oh, I thought we were talking
I
about
could
me
see
for a
that very
second.
much.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, you're undone. Just you don't like anything. You can't do coke.
Wait, so one more time? Yeah, wait, let me hear this one more time. It can't do coke. It's
What
undone,
name?
It's bumbling.
Oh,
It doesn't look like it can hold anything. Like it doesn't look like it can walk very well. It looks he looks awkward, and he looks a little exposed. You know, like he is probably very sensitive to the elements. And then, you know, I would name him. You know how there's like Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good hint if you have like a deep knowledge of Nightcrawler lore. So this guy's kind of like Nightcrawler.
Okay.
I'm going to call him Daywalker.
Daywalker?
But
I'm like, wait, what?
just
I'm
because
missing
of
something,
because of very specific. He's like only if Nightcrawler's worth 2 of him. Like.
Mm-hmm.
If this guy times 2, you get Nightcrawler.
Dala,
If you had a kid,
Dala, I'm finna need a hint.
Yeah, give him.
I will say this is gonna be okay. So this is a different form of a pretty common one. I will give it to you if you still get the common kaiju, but this is a different form of that common.
What era?
Kind of how there's like Godzilla, and then there's Burning Godzilla, and then there's like Shin Godzilla. It's like that, but it's none of those. But yeah, where it's
what era?
It's blank. I guess Rhea. I forget the one with Shin Godzilla and after is called. The post-millennium stuff.
The only real hit you need to know is this guy fucking bench presses, but he can't hold the bench press. He has to have a
Someone
special
else.
mechanism to
Yeah.
strap it.
Like hook him into it or something.
Yeah.
He looks very much, I will say, like he himself also looks like a chicken, but like he also looks like he will run around like
He
a
looks
headless
like a chicken. Oh my god, he
With-
literally is a
yeah.
plucked chicken. Oh
Basically.
my god,
Is
yeah.
this just the version of like Shin Godzilla, like where he's walking around and spitting up blood from his
No,
gills, or?
there are no Godzillas. I forgot to mention at the top, but no different Godzillas. They're all different kaijus.
Oh, so none of them are going to be Godzilla?
No, yeah, none of them are Godzilla. So I guess the hint would be this character first showed up in the Showa era, like the original, but this is the newest form. It's been since like the past like 5 years.
I don't know. I want to guess Mothra larva, but I don't know if that's...
Yeah,
He looks like a chicken,
chicken
standing up, but with no feathers.
hands. Yeah, this one's no feathers because
And like he looks like he got chicken wings too. Like
It
he,
wouldn't-
he,
I will say
like,
some of the
he
pictures I
basically
picked
is a
too are
chicken.
some of the pictures I picked too are pretty dumb.
I don't know if it would be Gigan, because Gigan, he did show up in the Showa era, but he hasn't showed up recently, I think.
So you are correct.
Oh.
Do you want to get a little bit quicker or closer?
Oh,
with,
you know what? Gigan just had an
Yeah.
anniversary where
Yep.
he's red, and it's like Primal Gigan or
Yeah.
some shit like that. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Gigan Rex.
Yeah, Gigan
to be
Rex.
exact.
Yeah. I just saw
Woo!
that. Okay.
Yeah, he looks gross.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think least favorite by far.
That was a good one. Once he said
When you said he had like no hands.
once he said he was
Yeah,
he
he-
was Rhea era, I'm like, ooh, that throws me off.
Yeah, because I was like, I was gonna do Gigan, but then when I saw Gigan Rex, I totally forgot about
Yeah.
Gigan Rex even because it's just such a. Was he in? He's in like a short film or something, like a 10-minute video or something. Even like he's
Toho
barely in anything.
has been putting out like a bunch of fan funded
Like creations or something.
a bunch of fan creations. I don't know if they fund it or whatever, but it's pretty cool. One of them was like
Gotcha.
Godzilla versus Gigan, Godzilla versus Megalon, I think, which came out like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay,
what do you seen for number 7?
So number 7, he's a bad dog.
King Caesar.
He
Okay.
took a shit on the
King
living room
Caesar?
carpet, and
You got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks like he got shit in his fur too. To be fair, King Caesar. What would you name him, Gym Leader Nate? Though, what's the real name?
I was probably just gonna name him Angie Puppy.
Oh my god.
Angie Puppy. Yeah, the real name.
Yeah, call him like
nice.
Indominus Rex. That's what that dude would be named. Or King Tut.
Fuzziest Junks.
He's King Caesar's. I guess a little trivia for him is that he's Showa era, and he's summoned by a woman singing for like 5 minutes straight.
And he's a good guy. He's just
Nice.
genuinely a good. He's just like I'm here to help.
He's a good bloke.
Yeah.
He's an angry dog, but a good angry dog.
Yeah.
The scales plus fur look. It's a choice.
Well, he's a dragon.
Yeah,
I think.
That was certainly
He's like
a
a Chinese
like
dragon or
a
something.
Chinese dragon.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Sick.
All right, ready for number 8, Gib?
Right. This is the predator of the Godzilla series. This is he is like
Gigan?
he looks like he's the ultimate like fucking demon lord of kaiju.
Would you say Gib?
Gigan?
No, we did Gigan.
So I retract that. So I'm still at first guess. Okay, so
Yeah.
Pokemon moves. What Pokemon moves was?
Let's see. Probably like Perish Song or Mean Look. And
What was the name that you gave this one?
the name for this guy? I'm gonna call him Spawnodon.
Spawnodon?
Yeah, Spawnodon.
And what was your first description, Nate? I'm sorry, Gym Leader Nate?
He's like the predator of kaiju. He, mixed with being like a
can see
demon
that.
lord.
The Predator?
Like he looks like he would be like Predator as an AVP Predator.
Yeah.
Or like
Like in Yu-Gi-Oh, he would have 2,500 attack and 1,200.
Okay.
Oh, you know what?
Okay.
Very much Yu-Gi-Oh-esque, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned that.
Dala, any hints?
This is a fucking edgelord for sure. He's Millennium era. Well, also caveat. He has other names, but yeah, go.
Bitch, yes, bitch, snapping in Z for
That's his name. Yeah, you got it. It's
is it
bitch.
Monster X,
Bitch?
or
Oh,
like
wow.
Yeah. What's
Monster X, or like not Kaiser Ghidorah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Kaiser Ghidorah, but Monster X. I would have taken either, but yeah, that's
I'm
Monster
proud of
X.
that
He's Ghidorah basically hidden in like a form of like a humanoid, like literally edgelord Yu-Gi-Oh character.
Yeah.
Final Wars was
Good guy.
sick.
The stats I described were for Summon Skull.
Yeah, exactly. No, I know.
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
And, dude, no,
That's
that's
exactly
why.
what I'm
Once I
thinking.
pictured Summon Skull, I'm like, no, I know this one. Thank you.
No, that's great. Spawnodon too, because I like the idea of like Spawn,
Yeah.
like Todd
Yeah.
McFarlane's Spawn in a sense.
Exactly.
So good.
It's just all
That-
those.
Okay, so watching that
Okay.
fight for the first time, that's where I was like, for the very first time as a kid, I was like, oh my god, is Godzilla gonna lose this one? Like that, it's like
He gets fucked
he
up.
gets fucked up. It's like a 3 or 4 stage fight. Like it's crazy. It's a good one. And this is after he fought like 20 other kaiju.
Kaiju. I will say, Gym Leader Nate, that is actually Godzilla Final Wars is probably a really good one for you to
Just
watch.
start off with that.
It's from 2004 maybe or something like that, around like mid 2000s, and it's literally he goes around. So Godzilla's plot, he goes around the world just kicking ass, like just killing a bunch of different kaiju, and then the human plot is very much like The Matrix, or like it's very actiony. Like there's these very a lot of karate, so it's
Matrix
like fun on
is
both
in,
ends.
Like, are we living in a reality? But like Matrix is
Yeah.
in like action style.
Like
Like
I
black-
know Kung
Yeah.
Fu.
Also,
Yeah, and like black trench coats and shit.
side trivia for for Final Wars, there's like the general captain who's like this big burly fucking muscly dude with this big mustache. He's actually a boxer.
He's like the only American in the movie.
He's the only American.
No, he's a wrestler. He's the only American actor in the whole movie, I think. Actor. And he's
a I think, okay, so basically
he's Sergeant Slaughter?
I don't think so. No, definitely not. He's in a boxing match with the Japanese boxer, and it's a really famous GIF. I don't know if anyone has ever seen it, but they're just literally punching each other in the head like 20 times in a row at the same time. At the same time,
it's that dude.
The American dude is the star of that. Well, not the star, but he's like the general in that movie. Wow. It's insane.
One of the pro tags.
Because that was the one. That's the video where the Japanese boxer's like way bigger than him too. He's like a really
and he's
huge
blonde,
dude.
Right?
And, and they're just hammering each other in the face just over and over and over.
Yeah, that dude's which makes me think that he was an American in Japan and was just like, fuck it, let me do a boxing match. Fuck it, let me do this movie that they're filming. And
simultaneously. Yeah. Good shit. Like I said, that's a fun one to start with. It's funny because it's like the last of that era technically, but and the canon is I think the same where it's like you just like it's the first movie or first like show era technically I think, but it's you don't gotta watch that shit. It's fun. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have 4 more.
Well,
number 9. Which will we get?
We are at an hour and a half. Do you want to still do the other 4? Do you want to maybe cap at 10?
Well, because we also piece of this.
Okay.
Remember we dipped out for 10 minutes to the bathroom.
Yeah. That's true. Okay, yeah, let's keep going.
We're almost done.
My bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
4 more. This one is gonna be. This is. Sorry, the thought I had is like terrible, but this is like.
Okay.
This is. Jeez. I would call this. This is Cake Lord.
Is this Hedora?
Not the dessert.
Oh.
Yeah, I was about. That's what I thought.
Not the dessert. This is.
I picked a dumb picture of this one too.
Yeah, this is.
Okay.
This is Sir Squats a lot.
Okay, yeah, I figured. Once you said cake and once I heard
he's a monster of the gym, and he's worked out so hard that his body is even like he has like tumors. Like that's how hard he worked out. He takes so much juice that like he's just glowing tumors now, and he's real thick. Ooh. And and I would say he also looks like he might be, he looks like he's almost like a princess. You see, it's a princess kaiju, princess bodybuilder.
I get the kind of like the chakra kind of like person, like, like, oh, like that, like holistic, just like, oh, I don't Eastern medicine, like I use like chakras, I use crystals, herbs,
it's like the final form, the crystal girly final
thick.
Form. Yeah,
dummy thick.
Dala, any hints?
Heisei era. Yeah, I can give you another hint, but it'll basically give it away, I think, so I'll wait till after a guess maybe.
GymleaderNate, any hints? Pokemon moves. Whoa.
Yeah. Pokemon move.
Ooh,
it looks like this guy's like whole shtick is gonna be Draco Meteor.
Heisei.
Yeah, that sounds like a perfect one actually. Yeah, Heisei era.
Okay, give me just a second. Heisei, Draco Meteor. Thick mommy. Thick muscly mommy. Heisei.
It's like a princess
who looks like
also
a princess.
Looks like a
aligned those chakras.
Princess and aligned chakras. The Heisei.
These are good hints. They're obscure and accurate. I like it.
Oh, totally. That's why I'm like loving this. Your one for Titanosaurus was perfect. Like spot on.
Dala.
Oh, did I give this one a name? Did I give it a name?
Give it a name.
Give it a name. Yeah.
Okay. The name is going to be Um. Oh, ooh. It's gonna be like, It's gonna be like,
That was the name.
kind of like Destoroyah. It's gonna be like Radiator.
Ooh, okay. That's probably a better name, honestly.
Okay.
I will say another hint, actually, that won't spoil too much, is that GymleaderNate, I'm pretty sure you have seen this one before.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then give me
Yeah.
just a second.
Mhm.
Then give me just a second.
Yeah,
Just wait.
that should
just
be
wait.
more,
Just
I'm
wait.
sure.
Let me think. Let me think. Did it
Oh, yeah, I've seen
first
this one.
premiere in Heisei?
Yes.
Okay. It wouldn't be Biolante.
Yeah, let me know when you lock in your guess
me-
for the
yeah.
first guess, I guess.
They gave Biolante the best. It's such a good MTG card.
Oh, it's probably one of my favorites, honestly. For Godzilla kaiju.
Mm-hmm.
I just like both her. Do they have two forms for her or no? Like the rose and
they
the
only
crocodile.
They only printed the plant beast form.
Okay. Because
So,
I was like,
like,
both
the-
forms are like beautiful to me, like great.
Oh my god, the art! If you've never looked at the MTG art for the Godzilla
Actually,
series,
Gib was showing me
definitely
the
take a
other day.
look. It's
Yeah, he was showing me some of them. Yeah, the other day. Funny enough, I don't think I've seen them all though. But that's the thing. It's like if I got into MTG, it would be just for the art of like the Godzilla or the like Juji Ito ones or something.
100%, 100%.
Dala, do you have one more hint?
I'll give you the last hint. It's basically gonna spoil this. Earlier I said there are no Godzillas on this list, and I consider that still the canon, but
Mechagodzilla?
that is not necessary. No,
Space Godzilla?
This
Remember
one
the
first
other
appeared
hints.
in Heisei.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was the other one you said? Sorry.
Space Godzilla. Yeah, he said Space Godzilla.
Oh, yeah, it's Space Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear that part. Yeah, Space Godzilla. Line your chakras, collect the crystals. Dummy
Oh, I
thick.
see.
Dummy thick.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got a princess
Little
crown
princess.
on.
That's right,
Yeah,
the
that's
crown, and you know what? She is a lot thicker than regular Godzilla. She fat.
Oh,
Mhm.
the pick two we used is like fucking herbs.
These huge thighs.
Yeah. Yeah, and I felt bad because I was like, oh shit, I guess it's technically a Godzilla, but like it's a different character. I don't know. It's just because the name. That's why I was like, Radon or whatever you said was like much better because it's
Radiator.
Yeah, Radiator.
I don't know. I do like Space Godzilla
Alright,
more, but Draco Meteor does make a lot of sense
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, next
Number
one. Next one.
10.
This
Get into
one.
the end.
Okay, this one's gonna be hard for me. Okay. Because I actually know who this one is, and I have to try and not spoil it.
All right,
So-
that's good. Hint number 1.
He's different. He's not the same shape that you would see most of the kaiju in. I would say, King Caesar, bad dog. This guy, more like good dog. He looks like a good boy. Yeah, it's like it's like the essence of like of a bad Chihuahua that's really mean, but just like really big. He looks like if you like touched him, he would feel like rocks.
Oh, yeah, I could say that. Like a rock type Pokemon or something almost.
And what would you name him?
Okay, I would name him.
Oh. Sorry, I just had a good hint if you need one.
I would name him Rabidon.
Rabidon.
Oh, that's a good name.
Okay. Dala?
This isn't the hint I was thinking initially because I think that will give it away. But this one is first Godzilla appearance, or like with Godzilla, was Millennium, but first appearance ever was Showa in a non-Godzilla movie.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'll actually tell you what the movie is because you'll love that one, GymleaderNate, but it'll be a spoiler.
Okay.
Obviously. And if you need more hints, I can give another one. But like I said, it gives too much away probably.
This guy, like, he's like a real OG. I would say a lot of people look to him for inspiration.
Oh, you know what? Sorry, I might be wrong. He might have actually showed up in Destroy All Monster in the Showa era, which has all the kaiju anyways. So
is it Rodan?
Right. I guess no, close. You're getting closer.
No, he's more good boy shaped.
Anguirus?
Yeah. Better boy than that one.
Mm-hmm. All right, here's a better hint. That's going to be a pretty good one. Pretty good hint.
I'll give you my hint
probably
too.
get it. If he were a Pokemon, his signature move would be Horn Drill.
That's, perfect. You want my hint too?
Yeah.
Or sorry, no. His signature move would be Horn Drill. His would be Earthquake.
My hint is that this kaiju has the cutest little roar.
Oh my god,
so cute.
I don't want to say Baragon. It's not.
Yep.
Oh, it is Baragon.
It's Baragon.
Oh, it's Baragon.
Yeah, it's Baragon. Yeah. You always do this. It's like, it's not this one. It's like, yep, it is.
Oh, yep, there you go.
No, there's
That's why I couldn't decide between Horn Drill and Earthquake.
You knew it was Baragon?
For Nidoking.
Oh, for Nidoking. Yep.
Yeah, I knew Baragon just because I know the history of Nidoking.
Yeah.
So 2 fun facts. You should check out this little YouTube video, or it's probably on YouTube, where it's like the behind the scenes of Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, the movie, because this Baragon's the first kaiju to be portrayed by a female stunt person in GMK. And there's a video of her where she's like, she does the roars. It's like, it's like super cute. Yeah, when it opens. The other fun fact is Baragon's first appearance is in a kaiju movie called Frankenstein versus Baragon.
Frankenstein versus Baragon. That's exactly what I was thinking of.
What does Frankenstein look like in that movie?
He's just a giant man with a fucked up face.
Technically, it's a giant boy.
Hell yeah.
Or boy. Well, no, so it's the heart of Frankenstein was in Hiroshima during the bombing, and then he rapidly ages and turns into
Frankenstein's
monster. Yeah. I would even say the monster because he is himself.
So funny, holy shit!
And
I'm looking at this now. He's wearing and Frankenstein's in like a caveman.
Yeah, he's like a giant caveman.
Yeah, basically. And he has 2 kids that are in a sequel called War of the Gargantuans.
All right.
Yeah, that was actually some trivia for my second game that I was going to do, but we'll nix that game for now. But we got 2 more. 2 whole mores.
Let's go.
All right. Next one.
Last 2.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, his name's gonna be Gulp. This is Gulp, and
evolved from into Big Gulp,
and he just looks like a vicious little thing who is insatiable and disgusting, and he probably, lays ambushes. He looks like he could travel in a pack of other things that all look like him. Like,
oh yeah, I can see that.
He looks like almost like someone took one of those, like a swarm esque creature, and instead just made it the alpha and made it huge, and then he abandoned his swarm. Like he's nasty, and I would say he he looks like he does nothing but kill.
You're just disgusted by his pure essence.
Dala?
So he's Millennium era?
Orga.
Yep. Yeah, wow, damn. On the spot.
Nice.
Yeah. I picked particularly a picture of Orga where his mouth is just spread open.
I sneeze when I'm right.
He's from Millennium.
Yeah.
I guess you have to leave all the sneezes.
Once you said Gulp.
Yeah.
Oh, Gulp, really?
Yeah. He's probably one of the only characters to eat Godzilla.
Yeah.
Try
to. I did not know that.
And once it does, it starts to like absorb some of Godzilla's traits.
Yeah, like his math ability.
One more.
All right.
His
Last
alcoholism.
one. Yeah. All right, last one. Gym leader Nate, you've been on a roll.
All right.
Gibbledang, you've also been on a roll.
Hell yeah.
All
Let's
right.
wrap this. Let's finish off strong.
Yeah, let's knock this one out of the park. Well, obviously, this one is I'm gonna give it the perfect name, which is Herpy Cat, and
another perfect name.
Herpy Cat works out a lot, lots of sit-ups, lots of crunches, and Herpy Cat's kind of like I would say has a really positive outlook on life. Probably a little naive. Probably,
Very
incapable
naive.
of seeing red
Very.
flags. Doesn't, just because of their lens on the world. And yeah, he's like Herpy Cat here looks like a living, like he should be a living lightning rod that's already been galvanized from being hit too many times with lightning. And yeah, that's Herpy Cat.
Herpy Cat. It's HERPPIKAT. Spelled weird. Yeah.
Dala, any hints?
Yeah, so this one is, since it's last, I purposely made it one of the harder ones, probably. Yeah, you might say this guy's a real bully, like of a kaiju. Just a herpy-ish, cat-ish bully.
Like lion-faced bully.
Any what era?
Showa. So like 60s, 70s. I can give you another hint if you need to. Let me know.
Yeah, give me another hint.
It's probably not that helpful, but it's probably one of the. It's probably on the top of like worst kaiju ever, or even movie, like Godzilla movie ever.
You ready for my last hint?
Yeah.
My final hint? Yeah. It's super gay.
Baby Godzilla?
just
Godzuki?
super gay.
No, you're close. You're very, very close. He would bully Godzuki if Godzuki was there, or whenever he's around. I will also accept if you don't know the name of, if you could tell me what it, like who or whatever this kaiju is.
Who bully Godzuki? Lion-faced Showa era.
He also looks like he's from a dream. Just because of how ridiculous he is, Or more so maybe a nightmare, actually.
Yeah, this is definitely the most, out of all the
I
ones we talked
know
about so
the-
far, this is the most dude in a suit.
Damn, dude, I don't know the...
That too, yeah.
He's like the green.
Well,
and,
other than Frankenstein,
he's
I guess.
green and yellow, and he only pops up in the Godzuki episode or in the Godzuki movie, where it's like all about him, and it's like a dream kind of episode, or it's like what's his name?
Ooh, yeah, you're on it. Yeah,
but
you're
it's
right.
like a green
Let's
and
see, can
yellow
you get his name?
dragon.
Mm-hmm.
He's just so obscure. So I know the movie. I
That's
know
why I
what
was
he
like,
looks
yeah.
like. I just don't know the name.
Do you remember how he's created, or like any of that?
No.
Through
Okay.
herpes. We already answered this.
Yeah, herpes on a cat. No.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you pretty much got it. I'm gonna give you that one. This is Gabra. Gabra is from a movie where it's just like a clip show of all the other Godzilla movies, and it's all a fever dream of this kid that's getting bullied, and he imagines that he's hanging out with Manila, Godzilla's kid, and then that Gabra is the bully kaiju.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst Godzilla movies, just because it's just clip shows of like the other previous ones, but done in a dumb way. Oh, and then I think they edit over that they talk, like the kaiju can talk to each other.
Ugh.
So they're like have these weird dumb voices that are like record scratchy and like
That never
it's
goes
fun.
well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, terrible. Well, good job. Woo! Yeah, that's it. Y'all.
Right.
We did
Good job. You guys made a great team. You figured out all 12, renamed them all. I can't wait to see my favorite movie in theaters. What is it? Godzilla versus
-1.
Slick Willy.
Oh, it's Slick Willy, yeah.
Slick
God,
Willy.
No, yeah, fuck -1. We're going to IMAX to see Slick Willy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See Slick Willy. All right, so I think Gibbledang, you have a game for us too. Yeah.
So it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I do have a little game for you too. My turn.
Can we Google?
Yippee.
Can we use
No,
Google?
in fact, you can't use Google. None of you
damn
use
it.
No
Google.
fun.
Sons of
What about
bitches.
Bing?
But that's because
Listeners, you can use Google to find this podcast, and that's it.
listeners can use Google. But that's because Godzilla, in their popularity, it's been along 70, 60 years. No, I think about 60 years now at this point. There's been a lot of, projects that have come forth, and then there's been a lot of projects that haven't come forth. So my game is you two.
Mhm.
You know what? I was at first thinking that you two can work together, but now I'm thinking that you two...
Aw.
Well, it's not really going to work that way, actually. So yeah, you two are going to have to work together to
Okay.
to weed out whether or not this
Nice.
project, this canceled Godzilla project, is real or fake.
Or bullshit. Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Real Zilla versus fake Kong.
Oh no, this
Yeah.
this is
It's
called,
called-
I call this the Godzilla games.
Nice.
Mm.
Oh, nice. Like Hunger. -1. Good.
Okay. So right off the bat, we have The Bride of Godzilla. Now, The Bride of Godzilla was going to be a direct sequel to Godzilla Raids Again, aka Godzilla 2 from like the 60s or like 1960 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to read a brief plot synopsis.
Okay.
Oh wow, we get the plot too.
Dr. Zenji creates a giant humanoid robot named the Bride of Godzilla to protect Japan in case of Godzilla's return. After villagers are attacked by giant fleas, it is discovered that there is a series of underwater caverns containing giant bats, mermaids, and even a second Anguirus, the enemy from the first Godzilla sequel, residing in these caves. As scientists are sent to explore the caverns, Godzilla arrives and begins attacking the caves before he is stopped by the Bride of Godzilla. After attacking each other, and then the creatures in the cave, Godzilla is impressed by the bride and shows a display of affection by leading his bride back to the cavern by the hand. As the two enter the cavern, the bride sets off a bomb, effectively trapping the two underneath rubble as the film ends. Now,
100% real.
Now-
100%
now
real. I don't need anything else.
just a little bit of trivia. The project was
Oh,
deemed
okay.
too expensive to shoot, while also wanting to
Of course.
avoid themes of creation, creating life, God, AI. This was the first Godzilla movie to use ideas of Hollow Earth, and then the idea of kaiju fleas came back in Destroya. So what do you two think?
Do we know can we ask what year that project
Mine-
roughly was? Like,
This is a script. I didn't catch the year, and I'm not going to Google it.
fine.
Sounds good.
Yeah, no Googling. I think, I feel like this is stupid enough to be real.
This sounds like it's so dumb
Um,
it's real. Yeah, like this sounds like something that like people were for some reason extremely set to do, and then finally
Yeah.
someone with an outside perspective came in and was like, "What the fuck are you making right now?"
Yeah. Like, canceled it. Yeah, and like you said, Gib, that's like too expensive. It's like, yeah, because you got to get a bride, you got to get like all that shit. It's gonna... You have to pay for a whole wedding? Come on now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
You
expensive.
do have to pay for a whole
Whole
wedding.
wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
For her to be a...
And that's
yeah,
like two
expensive.
movies. So
See, this one's obviously real because it represents how women are always trying to hold men down.
Like the Hollow Earth or what the hell? For sure.
So you guys are right. You guys are right.
No, yeah.
This is
all right, cool,
an actual in the once Godzilla
like
came out, basically
movie.
they were receiving scripts left and right, and one of them was Godzilla or The Bride of Godzilla. Now, when I was coming up with this game, I damn near came up with this exact same plot as a fake Godzilla movie, but when I looked it up, it turns out that this fucking thing was real. Although mine would have been them purposefully
cool.
Because the robot was the bride was made to protect Japan, but they just call it the Bride of Godzilla. My bride would have been made to woo Godzilla. It would have been made to be like, hey, big
it's like
boy,
like the Bugs Bunny.
Yeah. So let me guess. A lizard with giant
gits,
cup titties.
Oh my god,
and
such
lipsticks,
big gits
a bow.
with like, oh my god, big fucking gits with gilk.
Is that Godzilla?
Also,
is that Godzilla tits? Gits.
I love that it's like got tits,
tits,
but it's a reptile, so why would it have milk? Like, it's so stupid.
Yeah, big gits.
But yeah.
Okay.
Hey, as we learned from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you can always milk a reptile.
Milk something.
Right,
yeah.
so
Anything can be milked
if you try hard
So
enough.
you guys got that one.
Yes.
On to the next one.
Nice.
Learning with Godzilla. An educational adventure series where the Mothra fairies, aka the two Mothra twins, and a young boy named Brock Borden travel through time, witnessing Godzilla's impact on historical events, witnessing Godzilla during the French Revolution, the building of the pyramids, etc. The show was scrapped over creative differences, as Japan didn't want to shy away from the West's dark history. The atrocities of World War II were to be shown from a Japanese perspective, something which the heads at NBC rejected. This was an NBC project. This was the first series to suggest that Godzilla was an ancient super predator rather than something that was created in 1954.
You said this is NBC?
Yeah. Oh, another piece of
NBC,
trivia. This project was canceled, and in favor, the Hanna-Barbera animated Godzilla show was created.
Oh, with cartoon.
From NBC.
Okay, because I was gonna say originally I was like, oh, real, because Japan loves Godzilla, but then I was like fake because of the NBC thing. But then there is that cartoon, so it's like,
yeah, I'm gonna say, if it was marketed towards kids in the first place, maybe they weren't trying to get super in depth about the bomb, so maybe this is fake.
That's what, yeah, I'm wondering because it's kind of hard to like do history and stuff like that. With like the kid angle from, or you could do it, but it's weird. That's why I'm like, I think if this was a Japanese property, I'd be like, oh yeah, for sure. But if it's American, I don't think there's
all
that
those plot points
push.
would be like, seems like that would definitely come out in a Japanese TV show, but like not if it was being developed by NBC.
That's why. So I'll agree. Fake.
Oh, you sons of bitches, you got it. That is a fake show.
Yeah.
Learning with Godzilla is not real.
Yeah, I would want it though.
I would watch it.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
That would be
fucking
fun.
love
That would be fun. It'd almost be like
tearing down colonialism with Godzilla, and you specifically go to all the moments where like history tells us the winners were right, and then you see from the loser's
Godzilla fighting Mothra in the background.
Well, I was thinking like if they did a show, what if it was like Godzilla's time traveling, destroying things, so the kids go and fix, and they're like, oh, like this is how the battle actually went, and like
so they bring Godzilla back to kill the Nazis.
Yeah, that's how.
Let's go.
And they show Hitler and Glorious Bastards, and then they get Godzilla on them.
Okay. Hey, you guys are on a roll.
Nice.
The next one is Godzilla Saves Christmas. After the success of King Kong vs. Godzilla, American studios were eager to capitalize off of having Godzilla interact with American icons. Thus, a very short-lived collaboration between Toho and NBC Pictures was born, and soon, Godzilla Saves Christmas was written around like 1962. The film would have opened at the North Pole, where Santa is preparing for the coming Christmas. Santa then gives an ominous warning to his elves, mentioning that it is time for that it is at this time of the year that the Krampus is at his most powerful. At this point, the Krampus attacks Santa's workshop, and Godzilla saves Santa's workshop from getting destroyed, effectively saving Christmas in the process. The project never came to be due to disagreements about the movie's length and overall capitalistic themes. The King Kong suit was also planned to be reused and painted white with horns for the Krampus suit.
Oh, that sounds cool, but...
Did you say the 60s?
Yeah, this would have been after King Kong versus Godzilla. It would have been King Kong versus King Kong Saves Christmas. Also,
that's hard for
after King Kong or Godzilla.
Oh yeah. King.
Was that?
Sorry. Godzilla Saves Christmas. Wait, what was your question again?
What
Mine?
did you say? Yeah.
Oh, because you said at first you said Godzilla, but then you said King Kong.
Oh yeah.
That's why
So
I was like, wait, which one is
Godzilla Saves Christmas? It was after the success of King Kong that America was like,
Godzilla.
Okay, who else can we put with like American like bigwigs? But basically, after this project didn't come to be, the classic indie movie or B movie, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, was created instead.
Oh, nice.
So here's my thing. I did not even start hearing about Krampus until like 10 years ago. For like most of my life, I never heard anything ever be made Krampus related. So my instinct is to say this is fake.
That's funny. That's literally what I was thinking too, because I was like, this sounds like it could be a TV show special or something.
But if this is real, that would be crazy that people were throwing out Krampus ideas way back then too.
I mean, he did exist, or like he exists.
It's an old legend,
but the legend,
the legend has been around for hundreds of years.
Yeah, no, I literally never heard of Krampus except for like that movie in 2000s or something. I'll agree. I think it's fake. I also think this might have been like a King Kong Saves Christmas or something instead.
Well, it's real. Real fake. You guys are right.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
I came up with this one because I just wanted to toss in Santa Claus.
Oh, hey, good. Perfect timing. Yeah, it's true.
Batman.
If Krampus hadn't been if Krampus hadn't been mentioned, it was just like
enough
one of his
to be
usual kaiju coming up on Christmas, and so like Santa gets Godzilla to beat them and win. I would have thought that was real.
You know, it's funny.
And then for the Showa,
originally I was going to write
for the Showa era.
Oh, go on, David. Or Dala.
Alright, you're good. For the Showa era, I was gonna say too, they did not have that much like foresight to be like, let's get like a representation of anti-Christmas with Godzilla. At least it's more like just big octopus versus Godzilla.
So originally, I was gonna put Ice Rodan.
Ice Rodan
instead of Krampus.
That's probably better.
Fuck.
Yeah. No, these are good though. Okay. I love these.
Okay.
These are really hard though. Still.
Batman meets Godzilla. When Commissioner Gordon is traveling overseas, his ship is destroyed by a freak tidal wave and washes ashore Japan. It is revealed that mad scientist Klaus Finster has taken control of Godzilla and demands over $20 million or he'll destroy Japan. Gordon realizes that there are only two men for the case.
Nice.
Batman.
Godzilla realizes two men.
Batman and Robin.
And Godzilla.
As the duo is about to be killed by a trap made by the Mad Doctor, Barbara Gordon arrives as Batgirl to save them. After a recon mission using the Batcopter, the team decide to use a mating call to lure Godzilla away from the city and blow him up. The plan works, with Batman having to climb Godzilla and plant the bomb on his neck in order to do so. The film ends with Japanese scientists building a rocket around Godzilla and launching him into space. And a little trivia is that this movie, or this script project, is the first use of Barbara Gordon as Batgirl. It's the first time Barbara Gordon would ever be Batgirl, even before the 1960s Batman, 1950 Adam West Batman. This would be before that.
Oh, so this is the 60s. Okay. Yeah. Shit. Okay. You know what's funny is this is a movie you were saying, right? Or like a show or something? Okay. Because let's say if you said a comic book, I would say for sure real. And I know so it's funny, is Marvel had Godzilla comics in like the 60s, 70s, I think 70s probably, but now there is a Justice League versus Godzilla and Kong, so it's like, oh fuck, this could be real. Especially 60s, fuck.
But the first Batman show hadn't come out yet.
60s, yeah.
Wait, I thought we were
this
saying...
is the,
To say?
this is the...
It just would have come out with this before they got to the Barbara Gordon parts
which was season 3.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
So this would have tied into season 3.
I'll say real, because I think they were really fucking goofy.
I think real, because
them.
Batman was in its was always supposed to be goofy as hell, like always supposed to be as silly as possible. So I would say real.
So this one's real, really fakely real.
Oh,
yeah, it's a real one. It's a real one. You guys got this. Okay. So it's great.
So we're 5 for 5 or whatever. 5 for 5.
You guys are on it. This one is the actual first use of Barbara Gordon as Batgirl.
Barbara Gordon.
And I couldn't find... this is just going off my own memory. I, for some reason, feel like it might be the first use of...
Godzilla?
No, maybe like a Batcopter or like a Bat vehicle as well. But I couldn't find anything.
A particular vehicle.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything to back that one
Batmech.
up. Yeah.
Batman.
That's cool.
Mech.
Okay. We got 2 more after this, so almost there. You guys are going good. You guys are you got all of them so far.
Yeah, shit. I'm surprised, honestly.
Okay.
Crizzity Kriznushin.
Let's get to the next one. God's Godzilla.
Wait, what? What is it? One more time.
I'm gonna read this one off camera. God's Godzilla. In the future, the gods of our world are highly evolved super-alien consciousness. The gods arrive in Peru, where a small, Godzilla-like dinosaur fossil has been found. Shooting lights and lasers at it from their alien spaceship, the creature is revived as a malevolent god of destruction. As the United Nations plan an attack against Godzilla, the gods send down a humanoid identifying himself as Jesus, who is both manipulating the monster and afflicting humanity with nightmares and hallucinations. The gods destroy the Earth's radiation belts and send the world's cities into disarray using their spaceship, as Godzilla destroys coastal cities with tsunamis. An image of humanity's future is projected upon the skies above Giza, Egypt, depicting their horrifically mutated descendants. Behold your future, Jesus' voice booms, standing atop a pyramid. Godzilla crouches like a sphinx as Jesus ascends a stairway of light towards the heavens. Now, just a little bit of just a little bit of trivia. Most of the tragedies in the film
Tragedy.
Most of the tragedies in the film are meant to represent Nostradamus's prophecies and the ending of humanity.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you get rid of the religious components, and I feel like that's already a plot of a movie, a Godzilla movie. Mm-hmm. I can't imagine it.
Well, these are just planned Godzilla movies. So maybe someone really did make this.
That's
they were
true.
like, obviously, we're not making Jesus-Zilla.
Yeah.
This movie's called God's Godzilla.
Which is also, they can change that too. I'm going to say fake.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't know why. I feel like it's real. Because here's the thing. You can never underestimate the Christian desire to make the worst piece of media you've ever seen in your life. And that is just like a big staple of,
So you think this is a Christian-made Godzilla movie, is what you're telling me?
No, I'm saying that people are using it, like using the Christian mythos stuff because they think they're being clever. But
okay. So I thought this reads more like a fan script or something, but like a religious fan to me. That's why I'm like, I think it's fake as far as
Okay, let's say fake.
Sorry if it's wrong. I don't know.
That's okay. No, I think I'm fine with going with that.
So you both think this is fake?
Yeah, we're gonna go with fake.
So this is fake. Fakely real. This is super real. This is what's
Okay.
Knew
Sorry.
You
Yeah.
knew it.
Yeah.
Well, so I'm minus
don't
one.
know
You got them all, Nate.
Yeah,
I'm minus one.
This was an insane read. This is an insane read. There's another I found an article that goes into more depth about the script, and there's like a whole.
What era is this, by the way?
I think it was in the 80s. 80, yeah, around the 80s.
Okay.
There was a whole breakdown of
I could see that.
oh, Godzilla represents humanity's super ego, and God represents it's like a really psychological.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like, whatever.
That reminds me a lot of the Heisei Godzilla King Ghidorah movie, because he gets like recreated from bones, and then there's not a messiah, but there's that like robot android that's kind of like, hey, that's why I was like also like, this sounds just like the plot of a movie that already exists, but just with Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Like I feel like
That's funny.
I feel like we could do an entire episode just talking about terrible pieces of media that thought they could like use Jesus and stuff like that as like just a piece
analogies.
of their story. Yeah, like
Book of
or,
Eli.
yeah, all of
That's
it. Like I feel like that could be a whole episode.
That's the Christmas special, y'all. Look forward to it.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, we weren't gonna do just a whole thing about Die Hard.
Oh my God, we've already did that one.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on our last one.
Well, I'm minus one, and you're all for all. Gym leader Nate.
Let's go.
So, well, no, you collectively now are just
No, minus one.
You're
No, David's
four
gonna give me
out
that
of
one.
six so
So
far.
I'm 100%.
4 out of 6. Feels bad.
Okay, but hold on, 5 out of 6. I thought we all got one wrong.
Yeah, the last one was.
Well, there's one more.
Yeah, there's only one more.
Well,
Oh,
4 out of 5,
5,
but
and then
there's one more. Yeah.
Okay.
Like we can't be marked for the last one.
Okay. True. 4 out of 5 so far. Okay, so this one is called The Godzilla. In the future, humanity has been ravaged by the constant kaiju attacks and have been reduced to small factions throughout the world, with the wealthy districts being the only ones able to afford food and resources. Those in the poorer districts were forced to leave the safe zones and venture out into the dangerous kaiju zones to scavenge for supplies. Their attempt at survival is televised for all to see, and in a cruel twist of fate, the wealthy districts state that only one person will be allowed to return to the safe haven. 16-year-old Katniss Everdeen from District 12 in the Coleridge region that was once Appalachia.
Yeah, you're not. No leads buried. Also, when you said the Godzilla, I was hoping for like the plot of The Predator, where there's like, yeah, Godzilla's autistic, and some people come from the future to get his autism, and
That's a.
this is real.
This is real. This is 100%
And
real.
100% real. Yeah.
That was the conclusion of the Godzilla games. You guys got 4 out of 5.
Nice.
I'm very proud of you all. I was hoping I would have got you guys with Godzilla Saves Christmas, but
To be fair, they were all real tough. There's just that one little nugget here and there. Where it's like,
there's one little
like the
clue.
Krampus
Yeah,
thing.
we just got one
Yeah.
little clue.
I'll work on
The
that
Batman,
next time.
yeah. No, this is great. Yeah.
That was fire.
All right.
I'm curious
Oh, man.
from any listeners, let us know if you got all these right or wrong without Googling.
Yeah, or let us know if we got anything wrong.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
as a
Perfect.
brief little mention, last episode when we were talking about Saw, I definitely got wrong the answer to that question, and that there's only 10 Saw movies. So
This 12. I made 2 fan films.
yeah, you made 2 fan films.
I
in the
made
meantime?
2. Yeah.
And
yeah.
I forgot you
Technically,
count
there
them
are
too.
11 if you count the short film as well.
There we go. See, I'm still closest, I think.
But yeah,
No,
10.
actually. Nice.
Oh well,
Well, that's
we can't all be perfect.
That was
no. We are.
that was a lot of
That's
fun.
that's why I'm wrong on purpose though. So that way, when
It was
I am
all
wrong on
purposeful.
accident,
I'm
yeah,
perfect.
yeah. But no, thanks for the game, Gibbledang. That was a grand one. I love it.
Yeah, that was
I genuinely want to see all those
a
movies
lot of fun.
made or shows
Fun,
made.
yeah. I had a couple more on the list, but I'm gonna have to save those. So
I was gonna say if you want to read them off real quick, but if you want to save them too, that's fine. Maybe we'll do like a Godzilla -2 episode.
ooh,
I got my other game that I can pocket for now. But yeah, so we're getting pretty stoked for Godzilla -1. in the meantime, where can people follow y'all to kind of get, update with y'all?
Yeah, well, I'll just say you can see me everywhere. Just GymleaderNate. If you guys want to look for any social media, I always have the same name, so very easy to find. TikTok, Instagram, whatever, what have you.
Spelled Jim leader.
Yeah, spelled Jim like Jimothy.
Jimothy.
Yeah,
nice.
Same. You could find me at Gibbledang everywhere. Although I'm only active on Instagram, so yeah, go and follow me there if you want to see any cool action figure artwork or stupid memes or whatever, or even if you have questions or want to give suggestions about the podcast or whatever, hit us up there. What about you, Dala?
You can follow me at dala.art on Instagram, as well as the No Dumb Idea Instagram. Follow us there. We'll see little trailers, see little posts, thumbnails. A good place to engage with us if you want to, send a question or so, or just a question, or you want to like a game for us or something. I think that's about it. I mean, go out and go check out Godzilla -1 if you can, if you're interested. If you want to like kind of check out Final Wars too, if you want to like kind of get into it.
If you want to have fun,
play Destroy All or play King of Monsters, because I will say that is one of the things I do. I got to do as a kid that was Godzilla related. Play Destroy All Monsters or King of Monsters. That shit was
so
tight.
good. Wii game, right?
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. One of the few good ones.
Yeah. With all that said, thanks for listening, and join us next time.
Bye bye.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thanks for bearing with us.
Bearing with us.
Screonk. Oh, dude.
No.